All right, children. So today we are going to revise the unit Sound of Music, in which we will be learning about two very talented musicians. One of them is a percussionist, Evelyn Glenn, and the other one is our very own sarangi player. Just a second. Uh, just a second. Yes. So first and foremost, children, we'll be hearing the inspiring story of a girl who is called Evelyn Glennie. And what's so special about Evelyn Glennie is that she is deaf. She cannot hear, but still she is able to play the percussion instruments very nicely. Now, before that, children, you have to understand what is percussion. Percussion is anything in an orchestra that deals with beats, so you have drums, you have xylophones, you have various other instruments that are associated with beats. So all these instruments are called as percussion instruments. And Evelyn Glennie, by the time you finish the chapter, you will know that she has mastered over 1,000 percussion instruments. So, for a girl who is deaf to be able to have such high laurels and accolades in musical field, it is very extraordinary. And also we need to learn from her that determination and hard work can make us achieve everything. Right. Now, I'm just going to go paragraph wise. In the first paragraph, we are told that Evelyn Glennie is, okay, I'll read out. The rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, so we know she's slight, that means she's small and thin, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London, and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this inspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. So the first paragraph gives us a lot of information about Evelyn. Number one, that when she had joined the Royal Academy of Music, she was only 17 years. Then she was not from a very large city. She was from Scotland, and that too from a farm. एक मतलब उसके पेरेंट्स फार्मर्स थे, so she had grown up on a farm. And on top of that, the biggest challenge that she had was that she was profoundly deaf, totally deaf. Now we come to know about her history, how the loss of hearing took place. It had been gradual, so it was not because of some accident or something, it was because of neurological damage. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard. So, first, the signs of first deafness in Evelyn were noticed when she was 8 years old. And her mother, she noticed that her teacher was calling her to play the piano, but she was not moving. So, that was the first time when her mother, whose name is Isabel Glennie, she remembers, she suddenly it strikes her that maybe my daughter is deaf. But we come to know that they immediately did not take her to the doctor. So by the time she had become 11, her headmistress herself, so you see, it was discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. So that was the time when her marks had started deteriorating, that her headmistress, she forced her parents to take Evelyn to a specialist. There it was discovered that she has a neurological disease because of which she cannot hear. And the word that is written is everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. that I felt as if everything has become black. Now, I have told you time and again, black and gray, they are associated with negative emotions. Bright and sunny and lighter colors are associated with positive emotions. So, when things are black in your life, that means it's very, very dark and depressing. But immediately in the third paragraph, we come to know that Evelyn, she had made up her mind. She was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. So one day she noticed that the girl was playing a xylophone. You all can have a look at the xylophone here. And she decided she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears. Try to sense it some other way. So, here is the first great influence on Evelyn's life. He is another teacher and percussionist, Ron Forbes. So, what he did was he took two large drums and he tuned it to different frequencies. And then he started playing them and he told Evelyn that don't listen through your ears, you please listen it through some other way. And sure enough, Evelyn realized that she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Now, Forbes kept on repeating the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. I'd learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations, and this is how Evelyn went into percussions. This is how she went into the beat instruments, the drum and all, because she found that she could sense various sounds and vibrations through her body. She never looked back from that point on.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, attendance.
Okay, beta. Thank you for reminding. Just give me a second, students. Okay, 21 students are present. That's quite a good number of students who are attending the class. Just give me a second, students. So, thank you, beta. Thank you for reminding me. She never looked back from that point onwards. Now, after she has come to know that she can do percussion, she can sense percussion from her body, she never looked back. Now, when she was 16, she started touring the United Kingdom with the youth orchestra. Then she decided to make music her life. So by 16, she had decided that her career is going to be music. Then she auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and she scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. So again, for a deaf person to do this, it is very, very extraordinary. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. At the end of her 3 year course, she had captured most of the top awards, and in those 3 years in Royal Academy of Music, she got all the top awards. So she was so good in her music. And for all this, Evelyn wouldn't accept any hint of heroic achievement. But this also talks about her humility. So if she has achieved so much, till now she is very, very humble. And the only thing she says is, if you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. So she says, in case you have to succeed, the only thing you have to do is work hard. I have also not done anything extraordinary. I have also worked hard, and hence I am here. And she got right to the top, the world's most sought after multi percussionist with a mastery of some thousand instruments and hectic international schedule. And I told you this earlier in the chapter also. So she mastered 1,000 percussion instruments, not just one, not just two, not just 10,000s. It is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. And then it is very, very fascinating not only to see Evelyn playing the instrument, but also to function in the daily life. So, how she talks, how she does all the other things in her life. She never missed a word. That means whatever was spoken, Evelyn was able to understand everything. But the question comes, Evelyn was deaf. How was she able to understand? So we get the answer. She says, men with bushy beards give me trouble. She said, it is not just watching the lips, it's the whole face, especially the eyes. So now we know that Evelyn does lip reading. So if you are talking, just by the movement of your lips and your face and your expressions, Evelyn can understand what is being spoken to her. She speaks flawlessly with the Scottish lilt, and even though she is deaf, but she is able to speak, and she has a little Scottish accent in her speaking. And then she says, my speech is clear because I could hear till I was 11. So, here, generally, children, it is said that for language to develop, the first skill that is required is listening skill. Now, Evelyn says that I was able to hear till the age of 11 years, hence, I developed my language skills. But that doesn't explain how she managed to learn French and master basic Japanese. But चलो एक बार हम मान भी लेते हैं कि 11 years की होने तक एवेलिन ने स्कॉटिश या इंग्लिश सुनी थी, तो डेफ होने के बाद जब उसने ट्रैवल करना शुरू किया, तो हाउ डिड शी लर्न फ्रेंच एंड जापानीज? So that is something nobody has found out. How could she learn these languages without listening to them? As for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. And Evelyn says, my whole body has become my ears. My whole body is an instrument for hearing various sounds. So, skin, my cheekbones, even the hair, they act as ways to listen to music. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick to her fingertips. And when she's playing the xylophone, she can sense the sound in her fingertips. By leaning against the drum, she can feel the resonances flowing into her body. On a wooden platform, she moves her shoes up so that she removes her shoes so that the vibrations pass through her bare feet and up her legs. And whenever she is playing on a wooden platform, she always removes her shoes so that even through the wood, she can feel the vibrations in her legs. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Says master percussionist James Blades, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. So, Evelyn now has got very lot of awards also. Like she in 1991, she was awarded Soloist of the Year and Master Percussionist. So James Blades is another percussionist. He says that God may have given taken her hearing, but He has given her something extraordinary. We always say that when God closes one door, He opens other doors. So that something like that has happened for Evelyn also. So even though she cannot hear through her ears, she uses her whole body to hear. Evelyn confesses that she is something of a workaholic. Workaholic is somebody who loves to work, somebody who cannot stop working. I've just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. And she says, I always work, I love to work, and I get the rewards also. Apart from the regular concerts, Evelyn also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. So now she is doing a lot of philanthropic work also. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. Anne Rickling of the Beethoven Fund for Deaf Children says she is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is somewhere that they cannot, that is, they see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. And she's now become a role model for all the deaf people. Beethoven Fund of Deaf Children, Anne Ricklin, she says that Evelyn has become a kind of an inspiration for deaf children. So deaf children also know that there is nothing in life that they cannot achieve. Evelyn has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. She has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra and demonstrated that it can be very moving. So, whereas initially in the orchestras the drums would be placed behind, but now Evelyn has demonstrated that even drums can be very, very musical, soulful, moving instruments. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can. And not the least, she has given enormous pleasure to millions. And she is a source of inspiration. Now, everybody who looks at her, they always say that if she can do it, even we can do it. All right, children. With this, I'm now going to present a PowerPoint presentation to you. But before that, if there is any doubt, you all can unmute your mic and you can ask me. Is there any doubt till now? If there are no doubts, just write no ma'am in the chat box. Okay. All right, children. So I get it that you people have understood. Now, for the left 15 minutes, whatever 15 minutes are left, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to share this PPT with you, and after that we can just discuss the extra questions of Sound of Music. So in the first slide you can see, children, these kind of questions can come to you, like whatever James Blades has said. This can be given to you in the question, and then you can be asked that can you elaborate what James Blade is trying to say, or say, so God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What do you mean by this? That even though, so you will have to explain, even though Evelyn cannot hear, but she is very good in sensing sounds through various parts of her body. When she goes on a stage, she is without her shoes so that she can sense the vibrations from the wooden floor, and she has become very, very famous. So all these things, they have to be explained properly, right? Then next slide. So this is all, this PPT is how she became deaf and how she was diagnosed. Then her life journey, that after her career in the Royal Academy of Music, how she achieved success, and how she got many awards, and how she has been doing a lot of philanthropic work also. So this was all about Evelyn PPT. Now, children, I will just read out the value based questions from this unit to you, so that you have an idea whether you can attempt these questions or not. Let me just take them out. Okay, first question is, how was deafness of Evelyn detected for the first time? When was it confirmed? So first time it was detected when she was 8 years old, and it was confirmed when she was 11. It's very, very obvious, children. How did Ron Forbes help Evelyn sense the music without hearing? So that is the incident, no, where he tuned two drums to different frequencies and asked her to hear through her body, and the lower frequency she was able to hear from waist down, the higher one waist up. For which causes did Evelyn perform? What values does she depict by doing so? Now, this children question I'm going to ask all of you to answer in the chat box. Write the qualities of Evelyn, or in other words, if I say write the character sketch of Evelyn. Now, you don't have to write the entire character sketch, just write down her qualities. Come on. I'm watching the chat box. Start writing. How many qualities of Evelyn? You should be able to write at least 5 qualities, children. Come on, I'm waiting. Write Evelyn's qualities, at least 5. And then I will tell you how to write a character sketch based on what the qualities you are going to tell me. Okay, confident. Alka writes confident, correct. What else? Master in playing xylophones. Beta, this is not a character sketch. Um, the character qualities are something like confident, helpful. Alka, she can feel sound is not a character sketch. Hardworking, never give up attitude. Yeah, that's correct. She was kind. Okay, that's nice. All these 3 qualities are correct. She was kind, she was hardworking, she has a never give up attitude. Okay, yes, Swapnil, she was helpful and she was a workaholic. Correct, correct. What else? Now you are coming up. Okay, children. Yes, very nice. Workaholic, yes, correct. What else? Character sketches. Hurry up, children. And then I will give you a short lecture on how to write a character sketch. If a question comes about writing the character of a particular person in a story, how do you write it? Okay, children. So, whatever you have written is correct. I am now going to just present my screen and now we are going to write. Just increase the font a bit. Okay. Now we are going to write character sketches. Okay, children, you need to remember 2 words when you are writing character sketch. Number one is the character. Oh, or which is also called as quality. So this I will put as number one. And number two, I will put as evidence. Okay, so like the first thing that you told me was number A, that Evelyn is a workaholic. Okay, now when I write that Evelyn Glennie, okay, before this, children, the first thing that you are writing when you're writing the character sketches, you have to tell something about the character. So you start off that Evelyn was a is a very very famous percussionist who has mastery over 1,000 instruments, and she is sought after all over the world because she is a very good musician. But the most extraordinary thing about her is that she is deaf. Okay, तो ये हमने 2 लाइंस में इंट्रोडक्शन दे दिया. Then we start writing the character. Now generally क्योंकि character sketch लिखने के लिए 8 marks का question है, so if you have written 4 qualities or 4 characters and given evidences, then you are in the safe. तो मान लो हमने first बोला था workaholic. So I will say that Evelyn Glennie is a workaholic, but how am I saying this? मुझे इसके साथ साथ evidence भी देनी पड़ेगी. So we say that Evelyn Glennie is a workaholic because she herself says that I love to work harder than all the musicians. देखो ये उसके खुद के words हैं. अगर मैंने चैप्टर को अच्छे से नहीं पढ़ा होता तो मुझे याद ही नहीं होता कि मैं इसका एविडेंस कहाँ से दूं. इसीलिए इट्स वेरी वेरी imperative, children, that you read all the chapter very nicely, especially what has been said by her. Then number two, she is very helpful. right? Helpful ke liye that she gives free concerts. She's also to prisons, to children's hospitals, and to deaf people. She's an inspiration for them. So this says that she is very helpful. What else? She is very determined. We know that she is very determined because when it was diagnosed that Evelyn is deaf, she did not go into depression, or she did not blame God or blame anyone else for her condition. Rather, she decided to work very, very hard and to achieve her aims, and which she has been able to achieve. And last, that workaholic, helpful, determined, and never say die attitude. Never say die. Attitude is another. This simply means that you are ready to struggle. You are always ready to give 100% of your thing. You will never say that I have been defeated. कभी हार नहीं मानने वाले हो. Now, even though children, I have written A B C D over here. आप अगर character sketch लिख रहे हो तो आप A B C D नहीं लिखोगे. You will simply put it in paragraphs. Right, children? So now, children, in the chat box, simply write, have you understood how to write a character sketch? Have you understood it? Okay, right. Very nice. Okay. So remember again. So I'm just going to Swapna, just unmute your mic. And I want you to revise what I just told you about writing a character sketch. Swapna. Swapna. Akshita has left the meeting. Swapna, can you hear me? Manya. Okay, Manya can hear me. Manya, unmute your mic and just revisit what I just told you. Praisal, just wait. Manya, just revisit what I told you about writing of a character sketch. What are the various steps I told you? Manya, can you hear me?
Ma'am, can you please repeat? Your voice is breaking. I have some network issues.
Okay, what I want to ask you is, I just told you how to write a character sketch. For the class, can you just recapitulate how to write the character sketch?
Ma'am, first, we are supposed to list out all the things that we know, which we are positive about. And we are supposed to list out all the qualities that we know about the character and all the evidences.
Okay.
Then, on the basis of it, we're supposed to
we are supposed to what?
We're supposed to, in a way, we're supposed to form proper sentences.
Okay. No, Manya, no, beta. Were you paying attention in the class? I gave you two very specific instructions. Characters and evidences. Did I or did I not?
Yes, ma'am.
Anna? Okay, just mute your mic. Who will tell me what I just told you? Come on, somebody volunteer and tell me how to write a character sketch. Okay, Praisal, please tell me.
May I?
Yes, Praisal, please tell me.
At first, we have to remember that at first we have to write the character or quality.
Okay.
And second, we have to give evidence that it was in the chapter or not. Like
Yes.
workaholic,
Mm-hmm.
Alvin himself have told that workaholic and she wanted to do more work than all musicians.
Yes. Yes, correct.
And
Okay,
then we
yes.
have
Right, Praisal. Praisal has missed one point. Can anybody tell me which point he has
Ma'am,
missed?
introduction.
Yes, very good, Swapnil. Very good. Please mute your mic. Everyone, children, फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट राइटिंग ऑफ कैरेक्टर स्केचेस, मैं बार बार बोल रही हूँ हिंदी में भी, आप कैरेक्टर के सामने ए बी सी डी नहीं लिखोगे, इट हैज टू बी लाइक अ पैराग्राफ। ये सबको पता है कि हम इंग्लिश में कभी भी पॉइंट्स में कुछ नहीं लिखते हैं, इट हैज टू बी इन अ पैराग्राफ। And when you start your answer, it has to start with the introduction of the character. Evelyn कौन है, वो कितने साल की है, I mean to say whatever you are aware of. जैसे हमें एवलिन की एज नहीं पता है, तो वो कौन है, वो क्यों फेमस है, वो कितने साल की है, वो कहाँ रहती है, these kinds of things. And why is she famous, why are we studying about her, all these things you write. उसके बाद अगर आप चाहो तो पैराग्राफ चेंज करके उसके कैरेक्टर्स लिख सकते हो और सीधा सिंपली इन अ पैराग्राफ यू कैन स्टार्ट राइटिंग. So one of the best qualities, so maybe when I write introduction, Evelyn Glennie is a world famous percussionist. इसका एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको पहले भी दिया था. Evelyn Glennie is a world famous percussionist who has mastered over 1000 percussion instruments, and she is a very, very sought after musician in the world today. The best quality, अब आप पैराग्राफ चेंज करके लिख सकते हैं. The best quality about Evelyn is that she is a workaholic. She herself admits that I love to work hard and I love to work harder than all my fellow musicians. And because of the hard work, she has achieved a great deal in her life. अब देखो इतना मैंने first quality लिखी. Now I go to the second quality. Evelyn is very, very helpful. Evelyn knows that to help other people is the real purpose of our coming to earth, and she has used her influence not only to give free concerts in prisons and in hospitals, but she is also a source of inspiration to many deaf people around the world. Now children, can you understand मैं किस तरह से अपने कैरेक्टर को बिल्ड कर रही हूँ? तो ये मैंने सेकेंड क्वालिटी लिख दी. Third, maybe I want to write down what was the quality. Can somebody remind me? Workaholic, she is helpful. Then never say die. Confident.
Never die attitude.
Never say die attitude. Now, Evelyn is very, very confident and she has a never say die attitude. When it was discovered at the age of 8 years that Evelyn has got nerve damage and she is going to be deaf, she decided that she was going to work very, very hard, and she did not look back. She never blamed God or anybody else for her misfortune, but she rather turned the misfortune into an opportunity. समझ में आ गया सबको कैसे लिखते हैं कैरेक्टर स्केच चिल्ड्रन? सो within 120 to 150 words you have to compress introduction also, the 4 or 5 characters also, along with their evidences also. Right children? So today in the class we have done one chapter, plus we have also learned how to write a character sketch. All right children, thank you so much. That was all for today's class. Now you can leave the class.